Go. What's going on, guys? It is Wednesday. It's been a weird day today. Hopefully, everyone else is doing well. Slow sales today. Um, this kind of links into what we talked about last night, what's been going on in the chat. So, if you're not live right now, make sure you come on at 10 p.m. and check it out. Chat's been going crazy since I posted the link about 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Bunch of people. Scott finally beat Gail tonight. Adam, how's it going? Dawn, how's it going? Going on, Grumpy? What's up? Sandy, full of Grace Pickers, Carolyn, Michelle. So it sounds like a bunch of people have been picking up remotes. Hey, Redneck. Which is good because kind of leads into what I wanted to show you guys tonight. Jory, what's up? Home alone, wife's at her mom's. Nice. Jory, we'll get you on. I'll shoot you a message. Maybe this weekend. Big guy, what's up? All right, quick video tonight, guys. Just to let you know what I sold. And I ended up picking up yesterday. I had a couple of pickups from Goodwill today. Not many, just two. What else? I took a return on a couple Stanco stovetops, drip pans. I didn't realize they were there was a scratch or two in the corner. It was another $10 to return, so I just refunded them and told them to keep the money. But it was an only $8, $7-8 profit, so it wasn't worth it for me to take it back. Yeah, weird slow day, Michelle. You got it right. No sales all day. I went to bed last night. I sold one of many of my bike seats. So I still have, and this was from Blue Lots. So I have probably a good 50 or so still to sell. So I sold that when I was sleeping last night. What did I pick up? So before I get into what I sold, really what I wanted to tell you about, I picked up these today. I thought this was kind of cool. Not because they're cigarettes, but just because of the brand. But Camel, I picked up these Camel coasters, and they look like they were unused. They come with a set of 4. You can see that these sell between $9 and like $12. I paid $1 for them today. So good pickup there. And they sell at least one every day. But picked up that. And then I picked up this game. There's only 2 listings of this game. I am gated in Amazon, which sucks because it goes for about $12. I think I paid $2 for this, but it's brand new in the package. Sandy, I think I have them up for $11 for the bike seat, and it comes with a rain cover too. I have a ton of them. If you want more than one, let me know. I'll cut you a deal. I have a ton, and I have bike helmets too. So bike helmets that I've not sold any yet. Carol has been getting $100 days in sales since I've been concentrating on it. Yeah, so usually, which is kind of weird, is my liquidation thrifting. My store inventory is kind of more moving towards thrifting now. So I don't know if that's why my sales are slowing down, but it's onesie twosie items that have been selling. So I'm still playing around with it. I'm just wondering if today was a slow day, but I sold this tie. So you guys remember Friday night, I showed you a bunch of ties I thrifted from the bins. I sold this for $15. I listed it last night. It's pretty good condition. It is a Robert Talbot. Listed it last night, probably around midnight. Got it up, but took a picture of this. Took a picture of that there, and the logo. So that just happened to sell probably 15 minutes ago. Joey says, question, I had 2 pair of cart pants listed, same listing. The guy wanted to know if the postage would be cheaper if he bought both pairs. I've never heard of that. I mean, it's better for you because you only have to pay once for shipping. You don't have to pay twice to 2 different people. I'm wondering, if you have shipping on your listing, yeah, so he would pay less. You would pay less shipping, and he wouldn't have to pay for it being shipped twice. I would combine the shipping for him. I'm guessing that's what he's saying, Joey. So if you're shipping, I'm to make numbers up. If your shipping was $5 on each pair, you would probably only need to spend $7 one time, and he'd get the discount on the double shipping. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Idea is spending too much time on YouTube and getting stuff, so hopefully this continues. Only been since Monday, says Carol. Yeah, that's fast for a tie. I was surprised at $15. Rational thinking, I can sell, but the ranking is way too high. Yeah, ranking was pretty high on this. And the only reason why I picked it up is because it's sealed. Otherwise, I probably would have left it, but I listed it and I'll just let it sit. So I got that, let that sit. I got my camel coasters. So remotes, we talked big about remotes. Now, looks like Scott, you posted in the group, you got a bunch of Sony remotes for 18 cents, which is a great pickup. For 18 cents, I think anything is remote to pick up. I looked up those remotes. The majority of them are selling about $10, $10 to $12. There's a sprinkling of 20. So I would hold out for a little bit on your $17.99 that you had, but maybe back it down if you end up holding it onto it too long. That's my opinion. And if you want to get rid of them, it's up to you. Redneck Hustler liquidation action has been so high, so I've been on Shop Goodwill. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm on the Shop Goodwill and local. Big Guy's knocked his listings down by 5%. I tried that. I'm going to do that again probably this weekend. Wendy Picaro, how's it going? Regional boxes are great, Joey. So definitely regional A's. Regional A's are up to 2 pounds, and the regional B's are up to 4 pounds, I believe. Regional A has saved me a ton of money. You can always fit your heavy items in there. And for me, it's between $7 and $10. $10 to the West Coast, 7 probably to Florida, Georgia, East Coast. So $7 is great. A lot of times with the priority, even if it's below 2 pounds in weight, you're probably paying an extra 30 cents. When you're finding the right size box, I'll pay the extra 30 cents and use the regional A box. Demir says buyer does not respond. They open claim, not working, and eBay forcing me to send money for return shipping. Yeah, that's the only problem with global shipping, Demir, is the return shipping. If it's an INAD or something that you have to pay for, it's a lot of money for you to ship it back. But James Thrift, what's up? That $45 I was going to pay to get my controller fixed, I traded 6 video games, so I didn't pay anything. That could be a good move, Scott. That was definitely a good move, depending on the games. But Redneck's been trying to pick up drones, but no good yet. Yeah, drones I'm not that knowledgeable on. The only ones I know of are the DJI drones, but because there's a ton of off-brand knockoffs that aren't too good, but I'm sure you'll be able to find some. Yeah, Demir. So hopefully, if he doesn't respond, you'll be okay. A lot of times with the global shipping program, I will select can't buy label from different countries, so the buyer will have to buy the label, and then I usually reimburse them that way. Four Oaks says look for specialty power adapters at thrift stores as well. They are cheap. Picked what Sony one up for $1, sold it for 14 bucks. Yeah, so definitely the Sony stuff. If you pick up Sony anything, pick it up. Well, here was my find. That's kind of why I was going to show you guys. I paid $1.99 for this remote. It was sitting in a shelf, kind of wedged between two things. I kind of glanced at it. What caught my eye was the logo, right? You can see the Xbox logo. Well, I looked it up real fast. It was selling pretty quick at 10 to 13 bucks. So I picked it up and it ended up selling. It was sold during the day today for $12.95. $12.95, $2 pickup. I tested with the batteries, it powered on. Again, serial numbers inside. There's always serial numbers, usually 99% of the time in all electronics. Make sure you take pictures of it. I took pictures of the inside, as well as showing that it lit up. The whole remote lights up. So this is an Xbox 360 Universal Media Remote. So definitely Look at your remotes. Look at your multimedia remotes. As I'm buying more of these electronics that require remotes, I am looking up remotes because I'm buying them, and I'm paying anywhere between $9 and $15 to pick up a remote. A lot of the smaller no-name brands like GPX, Emerson, the cheap Emerson players, cheap Philips, the lower brands that you're not going to get much for them unless you find a one that's uh, for a bigger unit. But definitely the higher end stuff. To look it up. If you see one like a remote sitting on the shelf, at least go on eBay and check out comps. I would not overlook it. But you'll start to learn brands, which ones sell well. Joey says bins are good for remotes. Yes. So at least in my bins, it's becoming crazier. Every time I go there, people are, I could tell the resellers now from the people just buying junk. But they have about 2 electronics bins over in the corner that no one ever touches. I go over there and I end up finding a lot of, as Joey said, I find a couple remotes. The ones I'm finding though so far are not the good ones, but I found a cassette player, which Walkman that's I have up for about $20. I have 2 watchers. So definitely, yeah, definitely look them up. Picked up a clothing vest. Noticed when I got home, had a small spot. Tried baby wipe on it, and it worked. Yeah, baby wipes do wonder, big guy. I had my Donald Trump tie. There was a little spot that I had on it. It was not that noticeable, but baby wipe took it off. So baby wipes work on a lot of things. So definitely use it. Carol says remotes I've seen at the bin never comp well. Yeah, there's definitely some that uh, don't sell well. Like this one I showed you guys. This one's $15. 15, well, 30 I should say. At least what I've found so far. 22 to $30. Carol says, "What's that? What that again to see if they work with the phone?" Oh, the trick. So, talking to chat before I came on, it looks like you can take your phone and you can turn it on selfie mode. Turn on selfie mode. I haven't tried this, so if someone's uh, joking in the chat, they're saying you can take the remote, hit a button, and it will show red on the phone if you shine it in the camera. Supposedly, I'll validate it, but you guys haven't steered me wrong. So it says bargain shop and any higher end brand, Sony, JVC, Onkoyo, Denon, Bose. I rigged IR lights for my plate lights. Oh, that's cool. Try it now. All right, let's do it. Good point, Adam. All right, so here's you can see. Oh, let's see. Oh, I gotta turn on selfie mode. Duh. Nothing. At least on this remote, it's only DirecTV. DirecTV is not working. Big guy says I got some Wii games, have scratches, not deep, but they do play. I only play game for a couple minutes and then it's good. Traffic cameras can't see the plate too bright. Yeah, big guy. Definitely put the games in. If it does look like they have some scratches, then I will test them. All right, let me try the Sony remote. DirecTV. Either I'm doing it wrong. Hold on, let me get these. So I don't know about you guys. Do you guys have your little area? So this is kind of like my listing area. I have a little box that I kind of have like my go-to box that has batteries, tape measures, auxiliary cords. Oh, it doesn't work with RF remotes. Good call. So it does not work with RF remotes. That's an RF remote. Because iPhone X has an infrared for your scanning your face. Oh. All right. All right, let's try this one. So I have a little box that nope. I don't know. Either I'm an idiot. It's not. Oh, there it is. Bingo. All right, so let's see if I can show you guys. Yeah, I don't know the difference IR and IF. So I know with IR, I think I can use it through the wall on my unit. All right, let's see if you can see this. All right. Oh, all right. Can you see? All right, this is like backwards in the mirror. See that right there? So I'm just hitting anybody button on the remote. Let me know if you can see that. See how it comes on a little red dot? That is something I didn't know. All right, point at the webcam. Let's try that. Oh, I tried using my phone through the computer. So there you go. Yeah, bingo. IR, infrared, RF, radio frequency. Oh, good call. Thanks, Jory. Yeah, there you go. So, learn something new every day. IR is infrared and RF is radio frequency. Scott Tucker, what's up? Scott Tucker, sorry to hear about your Scott. Looks like you had a switch out on your phone. So hopefully get that figured out or um but yeah. Jory, yeah, Jory has some awesome stuff, computer stuff. So hopefully we'll get you on the channel here soon. IR is direct if you can be in a different room. RF works like wireless. Yeah, so that's because the direct TV I can do this while not pointing it at the remote. Carol, Mary's doing well. They've just been busy finishing up. She's had a couple soccer tournaments, so I got to get Mary back on, give you guys an update. I'm trying to get on her about getting back on to her PayPal. She set that up, but getting my sister up and running on eBay. So hopefully we can get her up here, show her what those, let's get those things listed and then get those things selling. But I got to get her so she plans it for getting her homework done, her sports done, and then have enough time to uh, what's it called, ship stuff out. So she's got to work it in her schedule, and it's how bad she wants it. So I got to make sure she does it. I want to get her some stuff to sell. Carol, yeah. So I'll get her on, and we'll see if we can get her set up. Scott Tucker. So Scott Tucker had an issue. Scott, correct me if I'm wrong. So he had an issue on eBay where he sold a phone and they switched out parts on the phone. He tried to go through eBay and eBay sided with the buyer, even though that they had returned the item. Well, it sounds like Scott went back to the Facebook page for eBay, asked for help, and they reversed the decision. So glad to hear that happened, Scott. That's kind of crappy. So I've heard that too, that people, if you have issues with eBay, not holding your side of the case or not understanding what's going on, and based on your proof that you have, video, watermarks, etc., you can reach out to eBay Facebook group and or Facebook page, and they should help you out better than cell phone or phone support. Adam drove to the bins yesterday. I should have stopped just to look for remotes, but it was packed and my bad foot, it was long walk. Yeah, so sometimes I'll just go, if I go to the bins to pick up my online purchase, I will look around as they're getting my things. So I'll definitely at least look really fast if I can. But if I'm going to go to the bins, I'm there for like an hour. Bins people would step on your foot. Yeah, we're getting some crazy bins people at our place. It's like piranhas. Is long distance on your phone to Canada? I don't know. Think I think anything after 8 is free. I'd have to look. I'm sure I could do Google Voice and that's free. And I'm thinking you're talking to Jury. So how long will you play your game to call it tested? I'll get through the first screen, and then I'll probably after I'll hit start game, and I'll use the controller, make sure everything works. Otherwise, that's it. Push and shove at your bins, Joey. Yeah, it's crazy. I have to lean on my cart bin. It kills my back. Yeah, I find a lot of people can't reach the back of the bins, which I can. I'm pretty tall. So a lot of the good stuff's still in the back, which I still pick up. Giga, what's going on? Which bins do you go to? I was in the one in Ohio. It wasn't very good. I go to the one in Columbus. It's south of the airport, just below the airport. They just opened up probably a month or two ago. Basically, the rep from eBay said that a buyer can send you back a box of rocks, and unless you can get the buyer to admit it, eBay will not help. That is true. Unfortunately, I had the same issue, and it wasn't on a high priced item like yours. They sent me back half the item. Well, they had to side with the buyer just because the buyer would not message me after I asked for the issue. I had to get them to state that they didn't include the piece of the item in the box, but since they never responded to my messages, eBay sided with the buyer, just the same as you. Um, if that's why I say when you're talking to the buyer in messages, make sure you get them to admit whatever you're fighting against, right? You missed the pieces, they played with it, they put it on, they broke it. As long as you get them to admit that in a message, you should be covered. Otherwise, if they stop talking to you, you're kind of screwed, unfortunately. I didn't get the toothpaste trick to work on my games that wouldn't play. Yeah, big guy. So I'm old now. I'm probably gonna get a JFJ here soon. I have a couple high end Wii games that I need to fix, like Mario Party 8, a couple other ones. So I got to get those fixed. Um, yeah, there's a website. I think it's like IC3 or Internet Fraud. You can file on the internet for um, mail fraud, and there's two things that can happen. You can get it to go that way, and then you can send your case to the buyer to say, "Hey, I'm going through and getting the police involved." And you can either get them to admit it at that point, or you can follow through and hopefully get your money back. Jory says he does not test discs that have minimal scratches and no signs of rot. Never had a problem. Yeah, I'm the same way. I had a couple returns on, they claimed disc didn't work and there were no scratches on the back. I couldn't refute it, so I just took the return. But 9 times out of 10, just like you said, my discs are fine. I got refunded $65 because of Amazon because of customer damage to Scott. I need to reach out back out in March because they refunded my buyer. Excuse me, they refunded my buyer because they claim they never received the item. Well, the next day, my buyer from Amazon got the item. And it's a $120 item, so they said I had to follow up in 45 days to get my money back. Jory bring my local used video game guys a few doubles and get discs polished. There you go. There you go. Build that a relationship with those guys and they'll fix your discs for you. eBay doesn't like it. I picked up a Wii Sprint cars that I would like to get to play. Yeah, definitely if you can. I sold a cheap cleaner, and I don't know if that would help. It was like a very cheap J unit. I sold it for about $26, and I think it was by mono price. So you could try that, or you could take them to GameStop and they can clean them for you. I think for a buck or two. Yeah, Adam just said it right there. So you can take your local video game store and they clean it for you. So Jory, it looks like he already has the connection. They can do it for him. Um, but I think GameStop will do it for a couple bucks. Just Pac-Man, I found a couple of old camcorders, thinking of listing them up. Any advice? $3 investment's not bad. I would definitely take that chance. List them up I would list it as a buy it now. Look at comps. Um, may watch for your shipping because your shipping is going to be a little high. Again, that those fit well in regional A boxes if it's the size I'm thinking of. That's where you can start retaining some of your profit on those regional A's for those cheap investments. But yeah, list them up. Jory says I use alcohol and flitz polish, discs, JFJ, and plastics polish better than the polish they send with the thing. Yeah, I remember, Jury, you're saying the plastics polish works well. I wrote that down, so I definitely, if I get that, I will get that plastics and use it. Some charge a few bucks. Some pawn shops do it as well. Yeah, so call around with the bigger game stores that have those $1,000 to $10,000 units that you can clean discs and make them immaculate. Flitz polish. So Jory could answer that one. What's flitz polish? I think the one you showed me, the plastics polish, that's like a car polish. You said that's, you swear by that stuff. So definitely maybe when we get you on, we can you can show us how you do it or what you use and some of the tips you have. But that's some of the stuff, right? That's how you will. That's how you're going to get your money back. I mean, Shop Goodwill. I buy a ton of stuff, and if you can figure out how to fix stuff, that's definitely going to help, and that's going to make you your money. Otherwise, than just throwing it away. But discs, yeah, if you're looking at getting the disc game, definitely look at different types of cleaners. Invest in a cheap unit. And I was watching this on some other channels, and I sell some of these units, but the Retron game systems, you can put multiple different systems in there. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Game Boy. It might be good to invest in to get one of those to test those games, those cartridge games. Um, and then simple like CD players to test those games. A Wii unit, you could probably get. I think you can get a Wii unit for about $30 to $35, as well as a GameCube. So if you're really going to look at getting those in bulk or start buying a ton of those, if they do have scratches and you do need to test them, it might be worth it to get a unit and test them. Got an original Star Trek VHS seal for 99 cents. So that's my other thing. Do people still buy VHS sealed? I see a couple of them sometime and I pass them up. Uh, I think I'm gated. I think I would be gated on Amazon. I haven't really looked for those just because I don't know. I didn't think VHS was still a thing. Now it is. Now is that available from Amazon or at an auto supply store? I'm sure Amazon would have it. Um, Amazon's usually the first place I go to buy anything. Honestly, I always check uh, plastics polish. There it is, right there. So it looks like it's a bestseller on Amazon. It's an add-on item. McGuire's Plastics Clear Plastic Cleaner and Polish, $6.50, $6.50. Yeah, and there's another one for 16, which is a 10-ounce bottle. Well, I think that's a different one. Has a little more juice in it. That comes with the cloths and foam pad. You don't want that. So it looks like the one I'm looking at. I think Jury, it's the one you showed. $6.50. Jury sells about 3 a month on Amazon for VHS. Really? So people still buy VHS? Wow, that's crazy. Vintage electronics are huge right now, but you have to be careful what you buy. Yeah, so Scott, I bought those 5 disc changers. I sent 3 in. 2 are going to Washington State. 1 is going to St. Louis. But the rank's like 200,000. And I bought remotes for those. 200,000 rank. I'll hope to be the lowest price. We'll see how they sell. Jewelry lots are going high. Yeah, Carol, Shop Goodwill's kind of getting competitive, but you can find bargains out there. There's stuff out there that people aren't touching. Big guy uses a ratchet strap, or Jury uses a ratchet strap to buffer to a table. Oh, you ratchet strap your buffer to a table upside down and run the discs across. Whoa, that's crazy. I only make a few dollars on each VHS. Hey, a few dollars is better than $0. Plus, some people VHS at the Goodwills, like I think who said they picked them up 99 bucks. I think it was Sandy, right? Yeah, 99 cents, 99 bucks, 99 cents. That's it's worth it at that point. Scott L, this is one of the items for my lot. Oh, you got a Dymo in your lot, in your liquidation lot. Definitely test it if you can. Because I have 3 of them. Two I tested didn't work. One I got was a Turbo 330 that worked. I sold. 2 of them still have not tested. I'm not hopeful. I just haven't gotten time to test them yet. But you can get support from Dymo. I'm planning on going through Dymo to get the Turbo Rider fixed, but I'll keep you posted. I'd probably sling a game across the room just trying that. Probably, yeah. You let it go and it zings through your hands and smashes against the wall. Yeah, Joey, I got to test those dynamos for you. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll test them tonight when I'm printing them out. But yeah, so definitely, I mean, I'll we can get some videos up about cleaning CDs because I think as we all get in electronics and look at discs, discs are pretty cheap, especially some vintage games. PlayStation 2, you can find good games that sell for $10. You can find PlayStation 3. I sold that FIFA Street. FIFA Street sells for $13, and I paid $3 for it. I mean, granted, it's not rich, but it's free money. Pac-Man, it's all right. So, yeah, Plantronics wants receipts to fix your headphones. I tried. So what I did was I took my header of my liquidation lot with the price I paid for it. I cut it out and I pasted it. They didn't like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the manifest that shows the actual unit with the price, and I'm going to send that in. I'll let you know. So my first step with Plantronics didn't work. I will try the second step with the manifest as the receipt, and we'll see how that goes. I had it. I was able to use a liquidation invoice once with JBL, and that worked. A JBL big MP3 unit, so that worked. Yeah, Jory, thanks for the info. Thanks, guys. I mean, the remote test was kind of cool. Upside down buffering your CDs to your dining room table, that works. Plastics for your JFJ. But yeah, and then vintage stuff, right? Hey, Glenn, what's up? A climb, Jury's seen a climb in PS2 and original Xbox. Yeah, original Xbox, PS2, PS2 games, anything Grand Theft Auto. I've always said Grand Theft Auto. Anything Lego, any Lego game for any system, I would pick up. And if you can sit on it, it's going to sell, especially if you have top rated and you have 1-day handling. I feel, that's my opinion, that I've sold some outrageous games high priced. And there's no other way that they would buy that item when they can buy that same item for $4 on someone else's listing. So I don't know. Definitely don't give up on some of the games that are going for $4 to $5. List them for $9.99 and just sit on them. You saw the games I had last night, so I just sit on them and someone buys them for $10. Someone will come in and take it, or I'll be the only listing out there. Yeah, Pac-Man, you're right. So I still have all my old school games that I play. Odd anime Japanese PS2 games are great to look for. I have an odd PS3 game. It's still sitting out there, but to your point, some of those odd, weird games that you would say no one would ever play this, those are some things to get. Joey got his game boxes in yesterday. Wow, Jory, you have a few at $100? That's crazy. Yeah, some of those games you can get quite a lot for, especially, and also don't pass up on the old system games that are sealed. So I picked up a sealed Wii game that sells for about $3 on eBay, but sealed. I shipped it into Amazon. It should sell for $15. Anything sealed, any game sealed, pick up game sealed. Old games that Wii games that I just showed you last night. The Tom Clancy one sells for $12 opened. It's sealed. That same game is selling for $25. So if you can get sealed games, look on Shop Goodwill, look for brand new games, look on your local Facebook, look on Craigslist. If you can get sealed old games, don't sleep on those. Those are definitely ones to get. Pac-Man, same for computers with Windows 95 and 98. Yeah, I would see those, right? Because after that, after Windows 98, I think it was Millennium, right? Millennium sucked because that's what I had. It was awful. Chris, if you bid on any or won any liquidation, I bid on one today that had a Ring doorbell. I got outbid probably around 6 p.m. for 170. I need to go back out tomorrow because it ends tomorrow afternoon and see if I want to bid. But that's the only lot I bid on recently. Joey ordered his poly bags from Amazon. Perfect. You got to get those in. Jory got God Hand on PS2, Stubbs the Zombie on Xbox, and Xeno Saga Series 1 through 3. Yeah, Monster Hunter. I've heard that game name tossed around here recently. Monster Hunter. So definitely keep that on. I'm going to make a note of those. I've never, ever seen those games. But, you know, It's definitely something to keep your eye out for. God Hand, Stubbs. Um, I've heard Backyard Baseball for PC, the old ones. I've heard those have sell pretty well. I picked up a Backyard Baseball for Wii, but the Wii ones don't sell. I heard the ones for PlayStation one sell pretty well. Won a Wii bundle. Yeah, my wife's texting me saying she's going to bed, Adam. You knew it was her, right? Won a Wii bundle for 35 today on Shop Goodwill. Yeah, Wii bundle. So I think you can sell just the Wii unit itself for 30 to 35 bucks. So if you have games and controllers with it, your value goes up. So definitely look for bundles because you can get some good games like the Mario Karts. Jeopardy sells well. Any of the TV show games, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud. Definitely look those up. Complete Xenosaga 1 through 3 sells for about 150 bucks if anyone finds it. Wow. I've never even heard of that game. I picked up Rugrats for PlayStation 1 at the bins. So we'll see if that sells. Jury has about 900 games. Wow. Now, are those all those 900 for sale? Because I think I have a lot more games that I'm keeping that I have in my collection that versus what I've been sourcing. What I've been sourcing is stuff I'm going to sell. Rarely would I keep a game that if it's something I really like and I would source it, yes, but I haven't really found a source game that I would want to keep yet. I see people part out the controllers. Yeah, controllers, a Wii controller sell pretty good, pretty well, I should say. Work this weekend. Don't know if I'm going to make the bins. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it on Saturday, so you'll see stuff. Oh, so those 900 are in your collection. That's awesome. Jury sells doubles and not complete in box. Yeah, I have my, I don't know, I showed you here. I just brought out my old school stuff for, it's all right there, minus the toys I'm trying to sell, but Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, Wii, GameCube, got all that. So I'm getting all that set up. To keep my collection down, I think I have 17 consoles. Yeah, you got 17. You got me beat. I think I have what? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. A long time ago, I had an Xbox, but I sold it. I probably should have kept it, but I was young. Sold my. That's the only system I've ever sold. I wasn't a fan of the Xbox system. The Cheddar Castle. Yeah, so definitely don't be afraid of games, guys. Joey has a Gagne jersey in your store. I might have to buy that off you. I love collecting random jerseys too. So I'll go on eBay and sometimes I'll just buy a random hockey jersey. Yeah, I keep all my mess down here. You can see everything here. VR reactions, not yet. We're waiting for the group, the Facebook group, to get to 1,000, and we'll give away a Blue Lots code. I think we're coming up. Did I give away a January code yet for liquidation? Let me check here before we get off tonight. Because I know I thought I did a liquidation.com code. Oh, we're in February. I'm sorry. We're in February. What am I thinking? Liquidation code winner. No, so we did not do a February. So let's look at the schedule fast. So liquidation code, what's the 14th? Maybe let's do, I'll put something in the group. Maybe let's do a Saturday or Sunday. I'll think of something we can do. Maybe a comment or a post. Stay tuned in the Facebook group. But yeah, let's do a liquidation.com code giveaway for this weekend. And then we'll do a Blue Lots code once the Facebook group, we get, I think there's another 140 people we need, but we'll see. AJ signed Ken Griffey Jr. baseball for 150. Got it for 52. Nice. Yeah, Barb. Yeah, I definitely have all my stuff down here. It's all way in the back, most of it, but we will. I'm trying to organize it. I'm trying to get better at doing all this stuff, but I'm waiting for the summer to come. A lot of this stuff I'm going to liquidate in a garage sale, or if you're on the East Coast, a tag sale. So I think when it warms up around here, I'm going to clear a lot of this stuff out. Thanks, Jory. Yeah, I just saw you come through. I'll accept you. Joey got a Blue Lots code. Oh yeah, that's right. So, all right, guys. So, again, thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Jory, I'll text you if you want to come on this weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday. We'll link up then. Let me know. Anyone else wants to come on anytime, let me know. I'd love to have everyone on. We learn from each other. Half the stuff I've never learned about or I've never knew about, but I learned from you guys and girls. So I definitely appreciate it. Hopefully we can help each other out. But yeah, thanks for all the tips, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Here's the group. If you don't have the group, I'll post it real fast. But yeah, we'll do a code. And here's the group. If you're not watching this live, the link's down below. But there it is in the chat if you guys want to join. But thanks for watching, everybody. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you guys. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. See you, Charlotte.